What's going on, everybody? We're going to be doing an Unfinity unboxing here. And then before I get started, obviously, I want to give myself a little bit of a plug. If you guys could give me a like, comment, and subscribe down below. Obviously, it helps push the video to other people who have similar interests. And that's honestly the best way you could help me grow if you do enjoy my videos. Also, I have a link down below for a free $10 when you sign up to Whatnot, where I stream 4 to 5 times a week. And I actually cracked the rest of the case, which this box came from. And I can give you guys a little bit of a history on the case of this box. So the hit rate for Shocklands is roughly 1 in every 20 packs for the Galaxy foil and 1 in every 20 packs for the standard foil. So obviously you should see on average 1 Shockland every 10 packs. Now there was one box in this case which had 2 Shocklands. So with 72 packs in a case, you should see at least 1 box with the double Shocklands. I hope that doesn't result in a 0 Shockland box here. A little bit hesitant, but we'll find out. We'll open this last. I did have 2 boxes in a previous case, which I opened up on Whatnot, which did end up being 0 shocks within the box. Only the topper provided us a shock. And in that case, I also had 2 boxes with 2 shocks. And in the case that this came from, 1 box had 2 shocks and the other 4 had a single shock. So as of right now, the case has given us 6 shocks aside from the toppers. So we're going to see what happens with these. So let's see. Obviously, this set has some Eternal Legal cards, which makes it a little bit interesting. So I'll kind of go over it as we go through here. I'm really looking for that Saw in Half. That's one of the chases for me. Vorthos Steward's Myth is one of the other chases. What I'm going to do is actually put all the Eternal Legal cards in a separate stack versus the ones with the acorn. So if you're not familiar, I'll kind of point it out here. But that little acorn there means it is not legal in Eternal formats such as Commander. While the anything with a black border and no acorn means it is Eternal legal. Pin Collection, Standard Procedure, Brim's Baron Midway Mobster. So those are all non-Eternal legal. I have one that's there. This is from the Unset Animate Library. So because it's silver border, it is not Eternal legal. Devil Knievel. I'll go a little bit slow on the first. And then we have a beautiful mountain. These are the atomic lands in the standard foil. So you get your standard foil slot, and this is where your shock would appear. And then you have your land in the galaxy foiling in the second slot behind that, and that's where your shock could also appear in a galaxy foil. So we have our mountain and a beautiful galaxy foiling on the planetary swamp is what I like to call that. So beautiful galaxy foil. You know what? Is this not? It is galaxy foil. It's just very hard to see in this lighting. It is not doing it justice, but these lands are absolutely phenomenal. And then a clown robot. Let's do this. We're going to actually have a couple different stacks here. So let's do our tokens, and these are kind of our joke cards here. These are going to be our Eternal Legal. These will be the planetary foils, and this will be the standard these will be the atomic lands. So let's see how many planetary. The planetary are typically harder to get from the case than the atomic lands. Those are kind of like the unset lands, I would say, in this set, whereas the other ones are a little bit easier. All right, we're gonna go a little bit faster here. Acorn Taper, Soul Swindler. I'm gonna set this stack here temporarily. Soul Duper, Animate Object, Clandestine, Chameleon, Dart Throw for the that is the attraction mechanic in this set. Scooch, Carnival Barker, Ambassador Blorby Boop in the Eternal. Better Than One, Magar of Majestic Strings there in the standard foil. And then we get a Island. So those are all Eternal legal. Followed by another Forest right there. So these are both atomic foils. Beautiful lands though. I don't know if you guys can see that galaxy foiling, but it's actually, I was a little bit skeptical when I heard about these at first, and but seeing them in person, they're absolutely beautiful. Very phenomenal job with that. I'm very curious to see how this set is going to be received though in the long run as well, just because we do have some Eternal legal cards. Like I said, Saw in Half is one that I am personally chasing. Those are all Eternal legal. And it's one that I think is going to hold some value, maybe break into formats such as CEDH. Clown Car, which is another interesting one for the Eternal format. Amped Up, Exchange of Words in Galaxy foil there. This is a hit. This is one I was personally chasing. Another card that's Eternal legal. and I personally really wanted to hit there. So I'm very glad to see that in my box opening. DK, Finder of the Lost, Old Foggy. Then we're going to go to a Claire de Lune, followed by a Island in the Atomic treatment, and a Plains in the Galaxy foil. So far, one planetary, and then our Teddy Bear treasure token. So far, only one planetary foil. So as you guys can see, those planetary foils are pretty tough to hit overall in the box. We're 4 packs in, though, so we'll see if that changes. I'm going to go a little bit quicker, like I said. Eternal Icing Manipulator, Spinny Ride, Claire de Lune. It's a little bit hard to like watch this. Atom Wheel, Devil Knievel, Monoxa Midway Manager, Hydrodoodle, Grand Marshal Macy. There goes our beautiful planetary island right there. Put that into our Eternal Legal pile. Then we have our other island for our Galaxy Foil island there. So 2. Oh, and I absolutely love these new squirrel tokens. Like, look at that little dog in the background there, chasing the squirrel. And then we have our food token, our funnel cake food token. So 2 planetary foils, 4 packs in, while the rest of them are on. So you get 24 total foil lands in these packs. And obviously, if you hit a shock land, it's going to take up one of those land slots. Angelic Herald, Squirrel Stack, Surprise Party, Rockstar. It came from Planet Girl Erg. Oh, I'm off screen here. I need to look down here. Honestly, I'm not going to separate them just so that the viewing is better for you guys. Enter the Dungeon. The Most Dangerous Gamer. Another card I was actually looking to hit. This is a commander people are actually looking to build. Ooh, and we did hit a shock within the box. There we go. Temple Garden in standard foil. So there's our first shock of the box. And we are hitting a forest in Galaxy foil. Very beautiful forest right there. So very cool to see a Temple Garden and then hitting another Galaxy foil in the planetary. And also this zombie token is actually holding a I'm gonna put this into my Will Help deck, but this zombie token is actually holding a pretty penny. It's like $6, surprisingly. Now to really put this box over the top for me, I'm already happy with it. I got Exchange of Words. I hit a shock land. I was very scared to like see a 0 shock box, which I have seen. Honestly, I would be very happy if I now just hit a Saw in Half. I would be more than happy. Step Right Up, Goblin Girder Gang, Scampire, Fortune Teller. There's also another card I was hoping to hit in the Eternal format. Killer Cosplay, Park Bleeder, Tichinok Elemental, Pietra, Crafter of Clowns, Graveyard Busybody from the previous unset. Then we have a Meet and Greet Sisei, followed by a Forest in the Atomic Land, and we are getting a Swamp in the other Atomic Land, but in the Galaxy foiling. My buddy, who also streams on Whatnot, was calling this the Blueberry Swamp, and this is, I think this is like the Watermelon Vine Forest. All right, he was calling it the Apple Forest. And then our cat token. This actually looks a lot like my cat, so. And then we also have MGK on the back right there. All right, halfway through the box, 1 shock. And we have a couple of the very cool Eternal cards. One of the cards that's holding the most value is the Space Pup, as people have come to call it. The Last Voyage, Get Your Head in the Game, Roller Coaster. Space Pup, obviously Space Jace, the Space Family Goblinson. The countdown is 1. Katrina, Myra of Marvels. And we're going to hit a mountain in the back here in the Atomic treatment. And then we're going to hit another mountain in the Atomic in the Galaxy foiling, followed by a Clown Robot. So now that we've hit a shock land in our, let's scoot this over. Let's get the shock land the proper treatment it deserves. Now that we've hit a shock land in the standard foiling, we would typically see, if we do get a second shock land, a shock in the Galaxy slot, in the Galaxy foiling slot, not in the standard foil slot, because you have a 1 in 20 chance for each slot. So it's very unlikely that you see 2 foil standard shocks or 2 foil Galaxy shocks in the same box. The Most Dangerous Gamer, again, Scared Stiff, Captain Rex Nebula, Roxy Publicist to the Stars, Ineffable Blessing, Captain Rex Nebula in the standard, is that standard? Yeah, standard foil. The card quality, by the way, of this set is over the top. I wish standard sets actually had this high of quality. Then we're going to get a Plains. The Plains, by the way, in the Planetary Galaxy looks absolutely phenomenal. And then a Plains in the Galaxy foiling there in the Atomic treatment. As you guys can see, the Plains is where it really pops and is absolutely just phenomenal. The lands are very, very nice. We'll see where they land, like I said, though. A lot of them are sitting around like $10 to $15. We'll see if that stabilizes or if people just buy them right up once once they're open for sale on TCG Player. Wicker Picker, Quick Fixer, Gallery of Legends. I actually have not seen this one. Maybe that's a harder one to hit. Nocturno of Myra's Marvels. It's just a rare though. Six-sided die. Goblin Cruciverbalist, Monoxa Midway Manager, Dr. Julius Jumblemorph. Then we're getting a D00 DL Caracuterist. Another planetary swamp there. So fourth planetary foil. And another land, another planetary. There we go. Galaxy Planetary Plains. You guys can see that. This Plains is absolutely phenomenal. You can probably see through the camera even, and it's even more phenomenal in person. Honestly, showing it on camera does not do the card justice. And then followed by a teddy bear food token. Wizards knocked it out of the park, to be honest, with those full art lands, and I was a bit worried that they wouldn't, like I said, because there's already so many full art lands that are, people like, as Dominaria. I just changed all the lands in my Godo deck to the Dominaria lands, and now I'm like, wow, I really want to upgrade them to the ones coming out of this. So I was a bit worried that wouldn't carry the set. Magar of the Magic Strings. This is a commander I am personally looking to build, so very cool to hit that. Soliflora, Intergalactic, Tuscan Whiskers, Hotfix, Soliflora once again. Here we go. First land is going to be a swamp in the Atomic treatment. And our second land is going to be a forest in the standard Atomic treatment as well, but Galaxy foiling. All right, 2 packs left. Let's see what we get here. Really hoping to see one of the colors I actually play for my shock lands. Chicken Trope. We have a backwards card. Is that good luck? It is not. Rocket Ship. And then the Superlatorium, Mobile Clone, Embiggen, Magar of the Magic Strings, once again, Angelic Herald, Oddly Uneven, Katrina Myra of Marvels, and we are getting a Forest. So we would normally, if we are getting a second shock, it's going to have to land in the second slot, and it's a land. Here it is, another Swamp. So only 5 of the, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the planetaries, and we have 1 pack left, followed by another squirrel token and food. All right, final pack of the box here, and then we'll get into the topper. And yeah, that's the box. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Let me know what I could do to improve. I'm going to try and drop videos a little more consistently. I know I haven't been. I appreciate all the patrons, everyone who follows me on Whatnot, who supports me there. Honestly, that's what allows me to keep doing this. And hopefully I will be a bit more consistent, as I said. An incident has occurred. Treacherous Trapezist, the Space Family Goblinson. Come on, give us a saw in half. Kind Slaver, that's not a saw in half. Ooh, we did hit a Space Balerion, though, in the Borderless treatment. So there's the Space Jace. Very cool to see that. That is a Legacy Legal there, Eternal Legal. Plains, and are we going to hit a Final Shock? We are not, but we are hitting a Island in the Galaxy foil. So quick overview real quick of the lands. Looks like we only hit a total of 5 of the planetary lands within the box, which is about average. It's about what I've been seeing from the boxes. And I think these are the lands that are going to maintain their premium, especially in the Galaxy foil, because it can only come out of the collector box. Now we're going to do our topper here, see what we get out of here. And then that will be it. That will be the box. All right. I always hate opening up these single card toppers just because it is so easy to nick them opening them up using this. All right, here we go. And we got an Overgrown Tomb. Honestly, one of my favorite arts for toppers, Overgrown Tomb. I think this art is absolutely phenomenal. They knocked it out of the park. And I really do think that these will come down initially. Obviously, that's bound to happen. But as time goes on, they will recover. And especially the ones that are the Galaxy foiling, just because they only come out of the actual box packs in the collector. But anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment, like, subscribe. Obviously, like I said, it helps me grow. It's the best thing you can do to help me out. And there is a free $10 voucher using that link down below when you sign up to Whatnot, and grab a free pack, grab a free single, or just come and check it out and see what it's all about. Appreciate everybody watching this video, and I'll see you guys later.